Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. When someone accuses someone else of doing something, the accuser must have the evidence ready, because you accuse only after you have the evidence at hand that determined you to say what you say and accuse. Correct? Correct. And when you accuse someone, you provide the evidence. And then the other person can provide counter arguments or justifications, right? And reasons. Or deny it, presenting counter arguments, real arguments, okay? Well, this is how it works in normal countries and among normal people or certain kind of civilizations. Otherwise is the law of the, the neighborhood or the law of the jungle, which is, I'm stronger, I take it from you, and you shut the fuck up, basically. Now, you're familiar, I'm assuming, with the issue of the drones that Iran allegedly, that means it was not proven yet, or proven at all, allegedly provided Russia with. Correct? Correct. We all know about it because that was repeated over and over and over. This claim was made by Ukraine, which Ukraine is fighting Russia for United States of America. Right? So just the weasels that are unfortunately pummeled by the Russians at this point. So they made a claim that the Iranian government provides and will provide weapons and drones to Russia. Russia said no, that's not true. They provided before the operation started in Ukraine. The Iranians said no, we don't provide. We provided them drones a long time ago, and so on. And Iran asked the Ukrainians, because the Ukrainians told this to Americans, told this to their sponsors. And the sponsor says, hey, what are you doing, Iran? We're going to bomb you now. Bad dude. Obviously, the Jewish state immediately jumped on the frenzy and said, yeah, we got some information too. But nobody presented the information. They're at the state of statements right now. You did this. Okay, bring the evidence. We don't talk to you. So basically, this is where we are right now. The Iranian government invited the Ukrainian government to meet and say, let's schedule a meeting. And they schedule, I think, one, and say, we're going to meet together and you're going to provide the evidence that you have that we do this. The Ukrainian delegation cancelled that, allegedly, at the request of the American bosses. Now, that was one chance. Again, the Iranians asked the Ukrainians, if you have the evidence, please provide it to the rest of the world and provide the evidence, now the receipts, that we're doing this. Nothing. But they still say, they being the Ukrainians and the Americans, and the Jewish state, as a fact that Iran, when they make a statement about the drones, they don't make it allegedly the Iranians are providing drones to Russia. No. The Iranians provide this like a statement, it is as it is. Unproven. It's an allegation. Allegation is someone said something. And an accusation without evidence provided. So that's nothing. Zero. Now, let's see what the Iranians saying again, because they called the Ukrainians out again on this matter. Now, I don't know what happened, but I don't like to be accused of something without the evidence. Would you? I mean, if it's like this, anyone can accuse everybody else for anything they want. That's why it works like that. I accuse you of something. Here is the evidence right here. We discuss, we go to court, and so on. That's how it used to work. But anyway, only in certain issues, it seems like. This article comes from Sputnik, Russian mass media. So you gotta cut some slack here when you realize there's something interpretations of words, okay? But we're gonna get the essence of the article. This article is from today, the 12th of December 2022. Iranian defense minister says Kiev has shown no proof of Russia using Iranian drones, not even using Iranian drones. So I don't know about that one, because they denied, we didn't provide them. Now they say they didn't use any proof. What I saw provided by the Ukrainians were some pictures of some fragments. And on those fragments, to be honest with you, it was in Cyrillic. It was in, the Russians and the Ukrainians have a different kind of writing. You know what I mean? Not like our alphabet. They have a different kind of alphabet, Cyrillic. Anyway, So they have a different, and the parts that they showed over there had clearly Cyrillic language. It's a Russian, writing, not Iranian. Anyway, I don't know if they are or not. I want the truth. So bring the truth if you have it. Don't weasel out. So Kiev failed to provide any evidence that Russia was using Iranian drones in Ukraine. At a joint expert meeting, Iranian Defense Minister Mohammad Reza Astiani said on Monday. In November, Iran's permanent mission to the United Nations requested, did you hear, a joint expert meeting with Kiev on the issue of alleged supplies of Iranian drones to Russia to be used for strikes against Ukrainian targets. So they went to the United Nations and said, we want a commission here. We want here, a joint expert meeting. We want that. Did it happen? Ukraine didn't show any documents that would prove the use of Iranian drones by Russia in the conflict during the meeting of Ukrainian and Iranian experts, the minister said in a statement posted on the government's social media. Did you catch that? So they had a meeting at the United Nations. I know they canceled one, so might have another one that I was unaware of. I gotta say it. So they say they didn't provide any. This is what the Iranians said. I don't know what the Ukrainians said. I didn't read an article coming from the Ukrainians saying, and believe me, I'm on Sputnik, New Voice of Ukraine, Ukrainska Pravda, and Ukrinform, which are three governmental Ukrainian media outlets every day. So I wouldn't have missed that one. I didn't find any statement like that. Like, oh yeah, this is the proof we provided United Nations. And I have other sources that are outside of these two, Ukraine and Russia. I have some Indian sources. I'm checking the American sources, and I'm checking Arab sources, Israeli sources. So I'm not, I know they kind of fall in different teams, but still, Iran and Russia have long been cooperating in the military field, but have never interacted on the issue of drone supply during Russia's special operation in Ukraine. This guy Astiani added. Western countries have repeatedly accused Iran of supplying combat drones to Russia for the latter's special military operation in Ukraine. No concrete evidence have been presented yet, with both Moscow and Tehran denying the allegations as false. It says on October 21st, France, the United Kingdom, and Germany asked the UN to investigate the implementation of the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2231 endorsing the joint comprehensive plan of action on Iran's nuclear program. They want to say that, hey, you are under certain kind of sanctions, you can't provide these weasels with whatever. It says the resolution, among other things, prohibits Tehran from selling certain types of items able to contribute to the development of nuclear weapon delivery systems without prior approval from the UN. France and UK and Germany believe that Iranian drones fall under this rule, but Tehran insists that it is not the case. Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov has said Moscow and Tehran gave exhaustive explanation to the UN Security Council on the alleged use of Iranian drones in Ukraine. Russia and Iran also maintain that a possible UN investigation into the case is illegal, as the UN has no mandate to conduct it. Well, I say no, you said yes. Basically, that's where we are right now. I can take just a statement of the Iranians saying, well, nothing came out, and the Russians, yeah, nothing came out, yeah, because you're the accused ones. But I didn't see anything of Ukrainians. If the Ukrainians really wanted to bury those guys, they will just come with the evidence and say, hey, it was a meeting of the United Nations, the experts did this, and it was voted this, it was determined this. I didn't read anything like that. I couldn't find anything like that. It's just these guys denying it, and those guys saying, yes, you do, no, we don't. That's where we are right now. But the evidence, believe me, if the Ukrainians would have had the evidence, they would have been already presented 10,000 times already, so the whole world to see it. And probably the other side would deny it to say, oh, that's for forgery right there. Probably, but we didn't even see that. So it's just words at this point. They could have just presented documents. I said, okay, this is a document, this is a transaction, this is this. I told you, the fact that they took some pictures of some debris, that they're not convincing for me. You know what I mean? They're not convincing. I can make a picture of a debris outside, post it and show it to you, and you don't know what the fuck that is. Is it a piece of car or something from what is it? I don't know what it is. The same here. I looked at it and I said, okay, maybe the experts know, but it doesn't convince me. And the Cyrillic language on those debris were like, I don't know what to say. It's just, this is where we are with this thing. Oh, you can't deliver that. You can't deliver that. You can't deliver that. As I said before, many times we're going to find out the truth within 50 years, probably between 30 and 50 years, when if we are still alive by that time, or the human population did not start over with a cave. You know what I mean? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.